everybody, welcome to Life with Sunny Lee, and it has been a week full of changes. Amazon has kept me quite busy, or I've kept them quite busy, every way you want to look at it. Sunday we went to church, and of course Sean came down for his weekend, Sunday night, Monday. He has to go work Monday night, so it was always nice having him home, and I got to visit with him. And on Monday, Amazon bought my finishing touches for the front porch, or almost. They bought the rug and the new cushions, which I absolutely love. The old cushions I did take out. They counted for, I got 4 of these, and I only needed 3, so the 4th one went onto the swing. And I put the other 3 cushions that were there, I put them on the swing. Not for sure if I'm going to leave them. I'm going to try sewing up that area that's where the stitches have come out. If I can sew those up, I'll keep them on that bench just to make it better. I've got the mosh for finishing this, but I haven't quite done it yet. And I did do the finishing touch for the porch, just waiting for it to dry. And that is the reindeer that my mom made a long time ago. I have another one upstairs in the attic. So we painted this one. It will go on the porch where those flower pots are. The strawberry jar will go inside of it, and the other one, it'll just fit in that little hole right there. I'll show you pictures of before and after at the end of the video so you can see what it will look like. But the porch is finally done. Don't have anything else to do with it except put that deer back where it belongs. And I may later on make a sign to go over that old intercom doorbell that no longer works. Thinking about getting a sign for that, but I gotta measure and get the right size. And I may add lanterns to the tables later on, but not right now. This porch is done as far as I'm concerned. The swing area is done, except for putting that last piece of mulch down, and I have to clean the stones and repair them. So I still got a little bit of work to do on that one, the swing area. On Tuesday I didn't get much done. We ended up having to go to the apartment building because apartment 4, their stove wasn't working, so we ended up having to go buy a new stove for that apartment. And that took most of the afternoon, plus I had to get my new car, had to get an oil change. So that took almost the whole day. But I did manage to get the lights strung the side porch. So we have these lights now. I have these lights now. So I have lights. I can speed up, I can put them in different modes. I can put them in flashing mode. I can speed them up, slow them down, and dim them and brighten them. 100%, really bright, or down to 25%, so they're more low. So get a lot of things with them. And the remote control, and I can also control them from my phone. So I got those put up on Tuesday. I got those put up on Wednesday, and we also had to go back to the apartment because he wanted to do some work underneath the building. He wanted me there, so I took my book and I read and made another Amazon order. Imagine that. Which came on Thursday, and that was a big order. One of the things were these seat covers, waterproof seat covers for the picnic table. It also had a waterproof top. However, it was supposed to be for a 6-foot table. It did not fit my table. The benches fit fine, so they're protected from the weather, but the top, it didn't fit. So I'll have to see if I can find a tablecloth that's waterproof for it. So I got that on Thursday. They came on Thursday. So basically, this room is also finished. I'm not going to do anything else to it at all. I am really pleased with the way it's looking. And like I said, if anything, I'll see about getting a waterproof tablecloth for the winter to cover it. The reason being is this above here is an open balcony, and the water does puddle down here and gets on the table. So if I have a waterproof cloth on it, it will help protect the table. So that was, what was it? That was Thursday. Also on Thursday, we had a problem with Dusty. I had her out, and I had her on the long leash running, and I was not really paying that much attention. And she was acting like she had something, so I went over, and it was a little toad. So I told her to leave it and brought it back, and the toad went into the bushes, and I thought that was the end of it. And I didn't pay more attention to her. Well, a couple of minutes later, she comes back, drooling like crazy, scratching at her mouth, and just really looking miserable. And I thought, oh my gosh, she's eating a toad. Now, I've read in the past that toads can be toxic, and they can be. So I looked up Google real quick, and I said she may have eaten or licked a toad about 2 inches long. What to do? What should I do? And he came back and said, you're in Indiana. There are only 3 native toads in Indiana, and 2 of those have a mild toxic reaction, and one's perfectly safe. So they said that, asked how much she weighed, and I told them she was 68 pounds. She was a year old, German Shepherd. And they came back and asked how long ago, and I said within the last 30 minutes. So they came back and said to keep an eye on her, wash her mouth out with water. Do not do it with a hose, just wipe it out with a rag. Well, that's easy. She loves eating rags. So I did that, had plenty of water for a drink, and watch her for the next hour. But she should be okay, because the 2 frogs that do have a toxin in our area are mild toxins, not lethal like some of the other toads that I have read about. So I kept an eye on her, and she did fine. And while I was on that, I just started asking questions, and found out that I was doing a couple things wrong. What do I know? I've only trained dogs for a long time. Didn't realize, I kind of figured it might have been, but I wasn't for sure. I knew I had to walk her more. I knew I had gotten off of that, away from that with this hot weather. And I didn't really know how to do it with the hot weather. And it was easier just to put her on the lead and let her run back and forth. But I asked about chasing white trucks and about the fact that she would be pacing back and forth. And I was told that what I should do is give her 15 minutes of exercise, either with the herding ball, her flirt pole, her frisbee, or playing fetch with 2 balls for 15 minutes. Bring her into the house for 15 minutes for her to cool down and get her water, and just basically quit panting really hard. And then put the prong collar on her and take her out for a 15 to 20 minute training walk. That way she's got most of the energy out of her already, and she's ready to spend some time just walking, and not just training. We do a little bit of training, but we also do a lot of sniffing, letting her sniff. So what I'm doing now is we're rotating between those 4 things: the frisbee, the flirt pole, the toss, and I forgot the other one. Anyway, the herding ball, the flirt pole, the frisbee, and fetch. So we alternate between those, so it's not the same thing all the time. And then I bring her in, let her get her water. That's when I do the brushing. I brush her really well. And then we go, after she's calmed down, she loves being brushed. And then I take her and we put the prong collar on and we go for a walk. I try to keep her in the shade as much as possible when it's really hot. And we do a 15-20 minute walk, and then bring her in and sometimes I put her in the room, sometimes I let her stay in the front room with me. Depends on if I have any work to do or if I have any appointments to go to. But she waits an hour then, 45 minutes to an hour, depending upon how much of a walk, how long of a walk we had and how hot she was before I feed her. And she's got the feeding routine down. She knows that we go in, we wash the pans out in the bathroom sink, and then we go and we fill them with the food, and we go out to her room and she eats. So we've got that plan, and that's the new routine that we're doing, and it seems to be working really well. She's not pacing back and forth on the lead, and she's doing really quite well with her walking training. And I changed the way I do the cats too. I was always, whenever we went down, I always said, oh, we gotta get back before dark because I gotta feed the cats. Well, then I would fight the mosquitoes, and I thought, well, after I feed her, I'm gonna go out and feed the cats. So after I turn out the chicken first, then I come in and take care of Dusty and Sunny, and then I go and I take care of the cats after I feed Dusty. And that works so much better. That way I know they have fresh water for the day. I know they have plenty of food to eat. They can get it eaten before nighttime when the raccoons come out. So I don't have to worry about the raccoons so much. So it's working out really well. So at night, all I have to do is go and feed Josie and lock her up for the night. And it doesn't matter. She's been known to not have that door locked at all. So I'm not too concerned about her. She's not going to get out if I open the door after dark. She's not going to boat out like the cats do or can. So I don't have any problem doing her later at night if I have to. And same thing with Dusty. It doesn't matter as long as she gets fed in the evening. She's fine. Yeah. And then I train her again at 11 o'clock. I go out and I give her treats and give her a little bit of loving and stuff, and tell her it's bedtime. And sometimes she's in the house before that and we go out, and sometimes she's not, depending upon whether I'm home or whether we've had meetings or something, and just got home. If I just got home, I don't feed her. Well, I feed her and then I train her, and it's nighttime. So we've got that new routine going, which seems to be working well. We did get a new muzzle. The muzzle that I had for her, she was doing really well with it, except it was too small. The center strap that went from her nose up to her head would not even reach the back because her head was longer. So I measured everything. I got a basket filled size 6. That's what told me it needed. It looks huge. She's not used to it yet. It's like starting all over with the training. She'll put her nose in it, but you put those straps around it and she's kind of go, whoa, wait a minute. So we're back to not step 1, but maybe step 2, And we were just starting step 3 before. So it's taken a while for her. She doesn't like anything around her face. So hopefully I'll get this done before she has her vet visit in September, because I know she's tender skinned, and if they try to take a blood sample for the heartworm, she will try to nip. I'm almost positive. Not that she was mean or anything, it's just that she's tender skinned, and she doesn't want to be, when she doesn't want to be touched, she doesn't want to be touched. So hopefully we can get this muscle thing taken care of. So I'm working on it. Got everything else ready. I've got a new cover for the car. It's a hard cover that should be easier for her to get in and out of. So I've got that ready to go. And I've got her prong collar. We've been working on walking with it. Some people don't like prong collars. I've always used prong collars with my German Shepherds and German Shepherd mixes. I learned a long time ago from a trainer how to do it, and so this was when I was just starting to train dogs, learning how. That's when I was just learning how to train dogs and getting ready to start training on my own. And so I know what I'm doing there. And that was on Thursday. We also went to Columbus on Thursday. Went out to eat and came home and took care of the animals. And on Friday was Doug's birthday. And another of my Amazon orders came. And it was mainly the indoor things. I got things for the front room. And her muscle came then. And like I said, we're working on the muscle training. The things that came on Friday were some lighted candles, which I'm putting in the front room. We got kerosene lanterns, lamps across the mantle, and I wanted those to kind of be lit, but I didn't want the kerosene lighting every night. So I got the rechargeable, I got the rechargeable candles and put those in. And they turned out really, really well. The remote control. And I think they look really nice. Kind of adds to the room. Anyway, I got those. And like I said, the remote control. I can set them for a timer to come on at the same time every night and to go off at the same time. I got 6 of them, 5 of them in here, and 1 of them is in here. So that's what I got. Now, I also got 2 wall lanterns for this wall. They came busted. So I have to send those back. And they asked me if I wanted to replace them or just get a refund. Now, I told my husband I really wasn't that sure I wanted them in the first place because I just didn't know. You know, I couldn't picture them there. The only thing is that they would have been good for emergency lights because they were rechargeable. But they came busted, so I just told him I just want a refund. And will just think about it and decide if I'm going to put lanterns up there. And if I do, I'm going to buy something that isn't glass, that isn't breakable. Yeah. So we're just going to decide about that. But anyway, I got to go to Columbus and return those to the up store to get a refund, which did not make me happy. Now, it was Douglas's birthday, so we took him out to eat, which was nice. And Chris had to go to work afterwards. We called Sean and got to talk with his Sean. They all sung happy birthday to him with Sean on the phone, and had a chocolate cake to eat.
Hello?
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 We're getting ready to sing happy birthday.
We're singing happy birthday to Doug so you can join in.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Doug. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, blow those candles out. Make a wish. Come on, come on.
Candy black and candle, 45.
And then on Saturday I did some laundry and did the painted these deer, got it back in place, and got Friday I also cleaned the closet upstairs, that hall closet, the one I've been going to get around to. I got that half of it cleaned out. I got all the hanging clothes part cleaned out, and this is my my donation pile so far. Pretty. 2 boxes are full of clothes, and that bag is full of hangers. So, and I got another whole bag of hangers upstairs that I'm not getting rid of until we make sure we have enough hangers for all the clothes. But I don't think I need 2 bags of hangers, especially when those were just in the closet without any clothes on them to begin with. So I got the closet started. I still have the shelves to do, and there's a chest of drawers in there. I gotta clean those out yet. And hopefully Chris can move his clothes from his old room into the new room, and he won't have to go back and forth. And hopefully we'll finally get that bathroom done so he can just have everything over there and not have to be all over the place running around trying to get clothes and get cleaned up and use the bathroom and all that stuff. It's supposed to be a studio apartment and it's supposed to have a bathroom. So hopefully we'll get that done too. But it's a slow process of getting this all done. That was the main thing I did Friday was get that thing. And then Saturday I worked, like I said, outside, working on finishing the touches on those porches, getting them done so I can write them off. Another thing that we did, I got this beautiful rug and it slipped and slided right crazy. So what I did was I ordered this grip thing that grips it, and it's supposed to be good for a dog. And before, if I even did this to it, it would go flying. She came in this morning, ran off it, crossed it, stopped, slid. It did not even move. So I'm really, really pleased with it. I like the fact that I can pick it up and I can just vacuum under it. And also the fact that it's washable. I can take it and throw it in the washer if it needs to be washed. So, this room also, as far as I'm concerned, it's done. I'm not going to worry about putting those wall things up. Maybe if I decide later on, but right now I'm calling it clean and done. So, that means I can start another project. Not for a while. Not for a while. I got to, I try to limit my Amazon to a budget, and I've overpassed the budget this month already. And probably won't be buying anything next month because next month I have to take her to get her annual checkup and her shots, which is going to be expensive and probably will wipe out my whole budget for the month. So that is where we're at. I got lots of changes this week. So like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next video. And stay tuned and watch the before and after pictures coming up right now. Bye.